Israel's great sin of disbelief. Do you not know that unbelief kept Moses and Aaron out of Canaan? They honored not God, and they struck the rock when they ought to have spoken to it. They disbelieved, and therefore the punishment came upon them, that they should not inherit that good land, for which they had toiled and labored. For Moses was a man of God, and even he doubted for a moment and was severely punished. For God had told him, after the many years of him dwelling in the wilderness, that he shall never enter into the promised land. Let me take you where Moses and Aaron dwelt. Let me take you to the vast and howling wilderness. We will walk about it for a time, the sons of the weary foot. We shall become like the wandering, unbelieving Israelites that wandered the fierce desert many years if we don't believe in the sun. In that desert there lies many carcasses whitened in the sun. What do these bleached bones mean? What are these bodies? For there are men and women who once lived, but are now dead, and they lie here on the sandy floors of the desert. What are all these? How came these corpses here? Surely some grand encampment must have been here, cut off in a single night by a mighty war, or by bloodshed. But sadly that is not the case. Those bones are the bones of Israel. Those skeletons are the old tribes of Jacob. They could not enter because of unbelief. They trusted not in God, and because of unbelief they were tormented with the flames of hell, and were killed off all day long. And they were plagued with curses and many agonies. For Moses sent spies into the land which God had promised. But they could not conquer the land because of unbelief. Unbelief was the cause of their death. Because they did not believe in God and think that they could win the land, they wandered the desert for 40 years. And children grew and saw their parents perish in the desert. And it was a miserable sight to behold. It was not their enemies that destroyed Israel. It was not the howling wilderness which devoured them. It was not the Jordan which proved a barrier to Canaan. Neither did a Hittite or Jebusite slay them, but rather it was unbelief alone which kept them out of Canaan. What a doom to be pronounced in Israel after 40 years of journey. They could not enter because of unbelief. So it is the same with us. For if we do not believe in the Lord, we also will be cursed, and many plagues will come upon us. So let us have faith and trust in God, lest we become like the stiff-necked Israelites who perish in the wilderness.